Good day. This is the Think Dr. Pastor Phil. We're in this exciting, I want you to expect the Spirit of God. That's what this is all about. We're in this exciting story of Stephen as he describes how God works inside of us and through us and interacts with mankind. And in verse 24, Moses, it came into his heart to go out and visit his brethren. In verse 24, he saw one of them being treated unfairly. He defended the oppressed man and avenged by striking and killing the Egyptian. He expected his countrymen to understand that God was granting them freedom through him, assuming they would accept him. But they did not understand. Wow. Have you ever done something that somebody doesn't understand? Yesterday, a good friend of mine looked at me and said, Phil, I see what you're trying to do, but I don't understand it, but I'm going to support you anyway. How wonderful to have that kind of response. They don't understand, but they're going to support. How many times do people don't understand and they attack, which is what happens to Moses? They don't understand what he's trying to do and they attack him and cause conflict. They only think of themselves. They're only centered on their world and their thoughts and their abilities. Well, I think this way, so you have to think that way. And if you don't think that way, then I don't understand you, and I'm not going to spend the time to try and understand you. Ah! At the same time, maybe we don't understand somebody who's standing right beside us who's trying to do something that we really need. But because we don't understand their perspective, we reject them. So there's two sides to this story. Sometimes we're rejected because people don't understand, and sometimes we reject other people because we don't understand. And James says good leaders, good people, are easily yielding, easily understanding. I met with a man yesterday. I was trying to understand. I spent an hour just trying to understand what was his motivation, what did he want to do, and how did he want to get there. And he was struggling with explaining it to me. I just kept listening. And afterwards, I sat down and visited with a friend, and I said, well, I don't know if I got this. I'd ask them to be there in the conversation, and I was really glad. And they got it. And together, the two of us could figure it out. Go for understanding. And when you get rejected, come back and go for understanding again. Now, Moses eventually comes back to get understanding, but many years later. Father, I pray for me, my friend, for all of us, that with all of our wisdom and with all of our knowledge, we gain understanding of each other and support each other. I love you because of the great love Jesus of Christ.